Are you earning a six-figure salary but still feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck? You're not alone. There's a whole group of people just like you, and they even have a name, Henrys. That stands for high earners, not rich yet. These are individuals, often millennials, pulling in anywhere from 100,000 to $500,000 a year, yet they feel completely stuck on a financial hamster wheel. So what's going on? How can you earn so much money and still feel so broke? Let's break it down. Imagine this. You finally land that high-paying job you've been working towards for years. The numbers in your bank account look amazing. So, what's the first thing you do? Maybe you upgrade your apartment to a nicer neighborhood. You trade in your old car for a brand new luxury model. You start dining out at trendy restaurants and taking those fancy vacations you see all over Instagram. Before you know it, your expenses have perfectly matched, or even surpassed, your new, bigger income. This is the classic trap of lifestyle creep, and it's the number one reason why so many high earners feel poor. Lifestyle creep is subtle. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow, gradual increase in your spending as your income grows. A slightly more expensive coffee here, a bigger cable package there, a subscription box you forget you have. Each individual purchase seems small and justifiable. You tell yourself, I work hard, I deserve this. And you do. But when all these little deserves add up, they create a massive drain on your resources. Suddenly, that huge salary is being eaten up by a lifestyle that's become incredibly expensive to maintain. The golden handcuffs click shut. You're tied to your high-stress job, not just for the career, but because you literally can't afford to quit. This brings us to a really important point: the difference between income and wealth. We often use these words interchangeably, but they are worlds apart. Income is what you earn. It's the money that flows into your account every month. Wealth, on the other hand, is what you keep. It's your net worth, the value of your assets like savings, investments, and property, minus your debts. You can have an incredibly high income and a very low, or even negative, net worth. And that, right there, is the core of the problem. We're a society obsessed with income, but it's wealth that gives you true financial freedom. It's wealth that buys you security, options, and the ability to sleep at night without worrying about a sudden job loss or a medical emergency. Let's look at the numbers. A survey by financial software company Quicken found that a staggering number of high-income earners are living with significant financial anxiety. They found that 1 in 3 Americans earning over $150,000 a year felt like they were just getting by. Even more surprising, 40% of millennials earning over $100,000 said they were living paycheck to paycheck. Think about that. These are people in the top 10% of earners, and they feel just as stressed as someone making a fraction of their salary. So where is all the money going? A big chunk is housing. In major cities where these high-paying jobs are often located, the cost of living is astronomical. A desire to live in a good school district or a trendy, convenient neighborhood can easily lead to a mortgage or rent payment that eats up 30 to 40% of your take-home pay. Then there's the social pressure. When your friends and colleagues are all driving Teslas, wearing designer clothes, and sending their kids to private schools, it's incredibly difficult not to feel like you need to keep up. This keeping up with the Joneses effect is amplified 1,000 times by social media, where everyone's life looks like a perfectly curated highlight reel of success and consumption. Another major drain is debt. Many high earners started their careers with a mountain of student loans from prestigious universities. Add a car loan, a mortgage, and some credit card debt from furnishing that new house, and you have a recipe for financial stress. Debt is the anti-wealth. Every dollar you pay in interest is a dollar that could have been invested and working for you. It's a constant weight that holds you back, no matter how much you earn. And what about an emergency fund? This is where many Henrys really fall short. Financial experts typically recommend having 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved in an easily accessible account. But for someone with a high-cost lifestyle, that can be a huge number. $50,000, $75,000, or even more. The thought of saving that much can feel so overwhelming that many people just don't even start. They operate with a razor-thin safety net, hoping that their high income will always be there to bail them out. But as we saw in recent years, no job is ever 100% secure. So how do you break the cycle? How do you get off the hamster wheel and start actually building wealth? The first step is a mindset shift. You have to stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking like an investor. Every dollar you have is a little soldier you can send out to work for you. You can either send it to the mall to buy you temporary happiness, or you can send it to the stock market to build you long-term freedom. The solution isn't about deprivation. It's not about living on rice and beans forever. It's about being intentional with your money. The key is to align your spending with your true values. Take some time to really think about what makes you happy. Is it the fancy car? Or is it the freedom to travel, spend time with family, or pursue a passion project without worrying about money? Once you know what truly matters to you, it becomes much easier to cut back on the things that don't. A practical first step is to track everything. And I mean everything. For 1 month, write down every single dollar you spend. Use an app, a spreadsheet, or a simple notebook. This isn't about judging yourself. It's about gathering data. At the end of the month, you'll have a crystal clear picture of where your money is actually going. You'll probably be shocked. You might find you're spending hundreds of dollars on food delivery or subscriptions you don't even use. This is your aha moment. This is where you can identify the leaks in your financial boat. Once you know where your money is going, you can create a conscious spending plan. Notice I didn't say budget. The word budget has negative connotations for a lot of people. A conscious spending plan is about proactively deciding where you want your money to go. A great framework for this is the pay yourself first principle. Before you pay your rent, your car payment, or your credit card bill, you pay your future self. This means setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings and investment accounts on payday. Automate it. Make it non-negotiable. Aim to save and invest at least 15 to 20% of your gross income. If that sounds like too much right now, start with 5% and gradually increase it over time. The key is to make saving automatic and invisible. You can't spend what you don't see in your checking account. After you've paid yourself first, you can spend the rest guilt-free. This is the beauty of the system. It gives you permission to enjoy your money because you know your future is already taken care of. You can still go to that nice dinner or buy those new shoes, as long as it fits within your spending plan. Now let's talk about the rich part of high earners not rich yet. Feeling wealthy is often an emotional state, not a number in a bank account. It's about feeling secure. It's the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a safety net, that you have options. True wealth is having FU money, enough assets that you can walk away from a job you hate, a toxic boss, or a bad situation without facing financial ruin. That feeling of freedom and control is something a high salary alone can never buy. It only comes from accumulated assets, from your savings, your investments, your wealth. As your net worth grows, you'll notice a funny thing happens. Your desire to spend on frivolous things often decreases. Seeing your investment accounts grow becomes more exciting than buying the latest gadget. You start playing a different game. Instead of the short-term game of consumption, you're playing the long-term game of wealth building. So, if you're a Henry feeling trapped, know that you have the power to change your situation. You have the most powerful wealth building tool at your disposal, a high income. You just need to learn how to wield it effectively. Start by shifting your mindset from income to wealth. Track your spending to see where your money is really going. Create a conscious spending plan that aligns with your values, and most importantly, pay yourself first by automating your savings and investments. It won't happen overnight, but by making these changes, you can get off the hamster wheel. You can transform your high income into lasting wealth, and finally achieve the financial security and freedom you've been working so hard for. Don't just be a high earner. Become wealthy. Thanks for watching. If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on building real wealth and financial freedom. See you in the next one.